Hey, what's going on, Atlanta Falcons fans? Let's keep these NFL draft profiles going, man. I know it's been a minute, but look, your boy been under the weather, and look, I'm getting back to being 100%. But cornerback is a thing of need that we don't even talk about. We talk about edge rushers, linebackers, but I still think cornerback is a need for the Falcons because I'm looking at the roster right now, and AJ Terrell and Mike Hughes are the only starting caliber cornerbacks that we have on this roster right now. Now I did rule out safety just a little bit because Jordan Fuller came over on a 1 year deal, and he's a vested veteran that has starting experience. So I think he takes that spot opposite Jesse Bates. And look, if you look at cornerback in this draft, it's very, very deep with depth, and I just think the Falcons could get a steal with Jahdae Barron. And I know y'all talking about 5'11", 195 is not that big, but you talk about a guy that has solid recognition skills. He's all over the field. He can play slot corner. He can play outside. Hell, he can play the safety spot of Jordan Fuller if they use him to blitz the quarterback because Jahdae Barron is just that talented, man. He's one of those guys that is versatile. He's one of those guys that can play man, press, zone, anything you need him to play. And he's a solid tackler. He had 67 tackles last year, and 46 of those were solo. So that lets you know that this guy doesn't have a problem coming downhill when it comes to getting out to the running back and clogging up these run lanes. And somebody that small, man, is pretty impressive. 11 pass breakups, 5 interceptions. So he's always conscious of where he is on the field. Um, he talk about 4.39 speed. That lets you know he can break on the ball when need be. And as I've been telling y'all, man, please go back and watch both of those Georgia games. He stood out in both of those games and get elite SEC talent. And if you look at, I think it was second quarter when Texas was down, this guy was still jumping routes better than the wide receiver. So, like I said, high IQ, recognition skills. He's just that dude. Now, I do think he will have to add on at least 10 pounds to add on a little bit of muscle for NFL talent because, as we know, in the NFC South, you have those big physical receivers, and I say that all the time. So you got to talk about guys like Mike Evans. They re-signed Chris Godwin. New Orleans going to probably bring in guys. Carolina's going to add receivers as well because Bryce Young needs talent there. Xavier Legette is probably their most physical receiver. But with a versatile guy like this, man, you can just use Jahdae Barron in so many ways. And I think Jeff Ulbrich, Raheem Morris, and Jerry Gray could find ways to use this guy that we don't even think about, man. But Jahdae Barron is something that I would definitely look into at number 15. And I know we need edge rushers, but edge rushers is deep in this draft. You could go edge rush in the second round. But Jahdae Barron, he's one of those guys that could remind you of a Patrick Surtain, a guy that just has ability to find the football, a ball hawk at the cornerback position. And this doesn't come around too often, and he's one of those elite talents. And we talk about guys like Will Johnson because Will Johnson is my guy out of Michigan. But I think Jahdae Barron's versatility puts him a little bit ahead of Will Johnson. And I just think the Falcons could do more with their defense with a versatile guy like this. And honestly, I said Patrick Surtain, but he's a slightly bigger version of Clark Phillips, a guy that just knows how to find the football. And there's nothing wrong with that. And as I told y'all, if AJ finds that other guy on the opposite side of him, and it's no slight to Mike Hughes, but I just think it makes the pass rush that much better. And you can use, like I said, Barron in the slot. You can use Clark Phillips in the slot. So I just think this is really a no-brainer pick, man. If they don't go edge rusher in the first round, Jahdae Barron or Will Johnson would be my pick, but Jahdae Barron's versatility puts him just a little bit ahead of Will Johnson, in my opinion. NFL draft profiles keep rolling, man. Tell me what y'all think. Drop those comments. Let's debate. Let's have fun as always, man. Y'all know how we do it on the Sports Machine. I will holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.